Hi, everybody. Hi, Stacy. Welcome. Yeah, I think it said 9:20, so you're here nice and early. Thank you for coming in and checking out. We're just about ready to get started, so people can just join in whenever. Teacher Kelly is on vacation this week, and she's like, "Do you want to read it again? Because I'm out of town." I'm like, "Okay, sure." So here I am. I'm going to read the GoGoKid reports, the VIP kid first, then GoGoKid, and then Outschool, just the emails we've had in the last week or so to kind of keep us up to speed a little bit on the um, current events. So hi, Teacher Casey. Good morning. Good morning to you too. And let's get going. First off, go ahead and write in the chat below what your class was like this morning. What classes did you teach? What companies were you with? How many you do? What were they like? Anything strange going on today versus other days? I mean, for me, I did one Bling ABC class. It was a group class. It's supposed to have up to like 18 kids. Well, the last couple of times, it's only been like 2 kids, maybe even one. And today is just one person that showed up, and he had internet problems. He was constantly in and out, in and out. I think we had managed to say hi to each other about 5 times in 40 minutes, but nothing else. Like I say hi, I'd wait for a response, and then he would get offline. And I just sit there in an empty classroom and wait. And like, I don't know the policy with Bling ABC of, do I contact somebody? Do I just leave? Do I just stay? So I erred on the way of caution and I just stayed. I mean, like I had Facebook open, other things open, but I stayed like present in the classroom. And whenever he came on, we would just kind of pick up where we were. And I don't know, this never really happened before where it's like, what do I do with that? And then after that, I had 3 VIP kid classes. And usually they're all trials, but today all 3 were major course classes. But kind of finding the up level, chat with each other and do some stuff. So it's kind of fun courses again, except for the feedback. Yeah, I got one more feedback to do because I usually just use templates for trials. And I do use Feedback Panda as my templates for major courses, but I have to, adapt it and change it a little bit. Good. So Teacher Casey, you had 3 VIP kids this morning, all good. That's good. Let's see, Kathy, you had 9 VIP kid classes. Wow, go get her. Was happy to see a favorite regular come back after getting his broken iPad fixed. Haven't seen him in weeks. I know it's always fun to see these kids you haven't seen for a long time. I've been with VIP Kid for so long that I get these regulars that cycle through like once a year or a couple times a year. I'm like, yay, I get to see you again. Wait, how long has it been? And I'll go back into the VIP Kid portal and click on their name, and it'll show you the date, the last time you left teacher feedback, which is why I leave teacher feedback. It's just a few words because I like to track when I taught these students. And I'm like, oh, it's been 2 months. Well, hi. That's a little me tip. Good job, Kathy. Stephanie, you taught 4 classes on VIP Kid. I hit finish class, my last class, and power went out. Oh no! How lucky was I? So lucky. Whew! That's like hitting it right down to the wire. Well, I'm glad you're back online and you're here chatting with us, but stressful. Oh, Stephanie, it's still out. Oh no. Well, thanks for joining on your phone then, or however you're joining. Hopefully you get it figured out pretty soon. Esther, hi Esther. You taught 4 VIP Kid classes. They're all good. Well, that's good. Yeah. We like the name Esther in our family. My daughter's named Esther, and then Evelyn Joy has a daughter named Esther too, about the same age as mine. Yeah, so we're getting ready for kindergarten in the fall. I know our oldest is now ready to be in kindergarten. It makes me think back to when I was a kindergarten teacher in brick and mortar. It's hard to wrap my brain around it that I taught kindergarten for 5 years, and now I've been online teaching for 5 more years. It's crazy that way. So my first kindergarten students, the little 5-year-olds, I still have pictures on my computer of them. I'm seeing a few of them on Facebook, and they're 15 years old. I'm like, dude, how'd you grow up? Ah! Have you guys ever had that where you see kids either on VIP Kid or in real life later? It's like, whoa, you grew up. I will forever remember them with all these little pictures I took of them in kindergarten. Like crazy, crazy, and you see these VIP Kid kids come back. It's like, wow, you have changed. Even though you only see like the little face, you're like, wow, you've grown up too. But I digress. Okay, so VIP Kid. Let's dive into VIP Kid and ask you questions along the way. We've got some pretty heavy hitters today, and I'm going to do my best. So, VIP Kid. In today's update, we're sharing our response regarding the new regulations set forth by the Ministry of Education in China. Plus, we clarify some details about the VIP Kid network test, announce other discount in the VIP Kid store, and more. So let's start off with the elephant in the room. Yeah, not that elephant. No, maybe this one. The ministry thing, okay? We've all kind of heard chatter about it. We don't know exactly what's going to happen with it, but let's just hear what VIP Kid says for now, and then we'll kind of, it's still gray area, okay? Oh, Teacher Casey, my first kindergarten classes are high school. Wow, I know. Pretty soon they're going to graduate. And you're like, how have you graduated high school already? I saw you your first year of teaching, kindergarten, and now you're graduating. Okay, so here's what VIP says about the new regulations in China. So they have a link that you can actually go to the actual article. Now, the article is a translation tool on your device or browser to look. Read it over right now, but I'm just going to read what VIP says because you can access it later. It's long, but there. Yeah, I'm just going to read it. It says, as you may have heard, the Ministry of Education in China recently announced new regulations for after-school tutor businesses in China. If you'd like to use regulations, please hear. There's a little text, you can look at it. And I can probably try to put that in the description box below later on in case you want to look at it yourself. We know that teachers are concerned and interested in learning more about the new regulations. Despite what you may have read in the press, the bottom line is that we do not know if, how, or when these regulations will impact the VIP Kid platform. Most of the regulations pertain to school curriculum-based tutoring, which VIP Kid does not provide. Additionally, regulatory changes like these often take months or even years to be implemented. Our government relations team is working to understand timelines and exactly how these regulations may impact VIP Kid, and we will share more information with you as soon as possible through the teacher portal and future weekly teacher updates. In the meantime, you can and should continue booking classes and meeting with students as normal. They are depending on you and cannot wait to see you in the classroom. Thank you. We will contact with more information as soon as possible. Okay, I know that was a lot. I came. It's not showing back. Okay. There. Yeah. So I know China's made changes in the past, and one change they did a couple years ago is they got rid of the 9 and 9:30 p.m. Beijing time. So we all lost an hour with that. Then they changed it so you cannot have back-to-back classes with a certain same student. They have to have a class in between, or even there's long level 7 classes, you need that 10-minute break. But trying to have bottom line is they're trying to help families save money, I think. So they want to increase the population in China, and they want to but having kids so expensive, not just having the baby, but like raising the baby and doing these extracurricular things. And so they're trying to say, we're not going to require you to spend so much money on tutoring and stuff. So let's just kind of calm that down a little bit. But as in America, we rely on that business, that demand for our supply. And so I don't know what's going to happen. But in the meantime, teach classes like normal, just do as much as you can and just wait for it to them to figure it out. But it would not hurt to diversify now into other companies, other places, and not just Chinese companies. Because if China makes this regulation, it's going to regulate all the Chinese companies out there. And there's a lot of them. VIP Kid, GoGoKid, Magic Ears, Bling ABC, Zebra English, I don't know, you name it. There's a bunch of them out there. It's going to impact all of them. So years. But Vipkid says we're on it, we're looking into it. We'll let you know as we find out. Vipkid is good at finding loopholes. So maybe there'll be a loophole later on. I don't know. But just Relax. Don't freak out yet. Okay. No freaking out yet. Okay. Next in. The clarifications regarding the VIPKid network test. So the ping value on the VIPKid network test versus in the classroom. So did you know that there's a way to actually test your VIPKid network test? If you go into the portal, let's see if I can show you. It's kind of hidden, but there is a way that you can test your network right here in the classroom, or not the classroom, in the VIPKid website. Okay, so here is my website, okay? And I know this is go maybe click. Nope. Okay. Let's go home. Okay, it's just loading slow. Okay, support. And then over here, you can go to, oh, down here, IT issues and guidelines. Okay. And then you can do over here, IT issues. There it is. And then how do I use that VIP network test? And then here's to click your test network. You got all that? Okay. So support, IT issues and guidelines, IT issues on the left, and then you can click here. And you click here and it goes to this website and it tests your ping. Just your ping to connect to China. Okay. Now this is going to have, I don't want to do it right now because it might slow my computer down trying to stream live and test this. So I'm not going to do it, but that's how you would do it. And it shows you some numbers that you have to kind of, read through. And a lot of people are struggling with like failing it, but you got to, but it has like the now, this is different than the little numbers at the top of the corner in the VIPKid classroom, where it has a little ding, ding, ding wireless bar, and then it's got like the number 40 or 3000 or, green, yellow, red. Okay, they're a little bit different. So the ping value on the VIPKid network test that I just showed you specifically determines whether or not your internet connection is strong enough to access the VIPKid classroom, to access it, to get into it. Okay, the ping in the classroom, on the other hand, measures your network ability within the classroom. It's normal that the ping value in the VIPKid network test is much higher than the ping value in the classroom. We hope this helps. You got it? Whew. Okay, just look at both, test both, take screenshots of both if you, run into some issues, and you can always submit a ticket if you have further questions. Okay, here's number 3, dressing to impress during the summer. Oh, the summertime heat. Yeah. Okay. Teacher Casey, thanks for watching on the replay. Have fun at yoga today. Okay. There's some recent feedback from teachers, parents, and students on what teachers have been wearing in class lately. So he said it's the middle of summer and we know many teachers are currently dealing with record-breaking heat. Here in Beijing, we're experiencing the type of temperatures that make us all want to crank up the AC and relax on the couch with some ice cream. That said, we want to take this opportunity to remind teachers, parents, and students alike, not just teachers, okay, this is for parents and students too, about best practices regarding appropriate clothing and a positive classroom environment. We've recently received some complaints from parents regarding attire in the classroom. We've been told by parents that the preference is that teachers do not wear deep V-neck shirts or other revealing clothing. Okay, you don't have to wear orange anymore, but you do have to be modest. Okay, so like a deep V-neck shirt might be okay out and about. Look at the camera. Look at how low it's going. If you have a neckline that goes all the way below the camera line, it's going to reveal a lot more skin, or it's going to show a lot more skin than you're used to. So go ahead and do like the higher collars, or do some with sleeves. It doesn't have to, and be careful like the way skinny straps. So dress a little bit more modestly than you would in real life, and just know how much is shown, when you sit in front of your camera. If you like scream skin, it's like too much. So hopefully they'll also take account for parents and students as they're they often wear less clothing in the summertime to stay warm or stay cool. So hopefully they also dress appropriately if they're unstudying somehow. So that's just, they're not telling you exactly what to wear. They're just saying, please be modest, please be mindful. These are sometimes young developing men, teenagers, young men, 12, 13 years old. And we want to make sure that, it's good for them too. Okay, enough of that. Just, look at your wardrobe and make sure that what you're wearing is modest. Okay, the Vipkid official store hot summer sale round 4. This time it's for the graduate dyno. The graduate dyno is 15% off from July 27 today to August 2nd Pacific time. So enjoy 15% off the graduate dyno doll in the Vipkid official store while supplies last. Now, I said we previously announced that this would be the last week of our sale, but we decided to discount even more items throughout the month of August. Check back next week to see what's on sale next. Oh, that's nice. They're going to keep going. Yay. I wonder what's going to be. It's like there's one thing that's on sale every week. It was like the regular dyno once, and then it's Meg, and then it's something else. Well, this time it's the graduate dyno. Okay. The latest from the 6 Apple program, sweepstakes winners and workout challenge. So 3 teachers won $100 because they registered for the Vipkid prepaid MasterCard sweepstakes. It says if you're not one of the lucky winners, don't worry. The winners were Gigi, VC, April, Liet, and Laura T. It says the 6 Apple program will be hosting more sweepstakes and opportunities to win a variety of prizes in the future. So what they're doing right now is the summer workout challenge from ClassPass. You can enjoy a variety of classes, including cardio, boxing, stretching, meditation, and more. So learn about the challenge. You can go to the 6 Apple program in your portal and click on the ClassPass 7-day workout challenge perk. Okay, next up, are you a star of workshops? It says the first phase of our Star of Workshops activity ends on July 30th. So you can click to see who is currently in the lead. Now, I looked here the other day and I was really surprised by how many workshops these people have taken. Actually, it's even changed since I looked there yesterday. In 10th place, the lowest place, so the top 10, in 10th place, these people have taken 12 or 13 workshops in the last month. So I don't remember when it started, but it's going to end July 30th. So the top person, the first and the second place, are like 32 workshops and 22 workshops. So wow, they are home a lot, watching these workshops, learning so much. I wish I had time to take this many workshops. I've been on vacation, so I haven't had time yet. But there is a second session from July 31st to August 14th. So you have about 2 weeks to get in as many workshops as you possibly can. And I think that means you have to be there, be present, camera on, off, either way, but you have to fill in the survey afterwards so that it tracks that you attended to that workshop. So what kind of workshops are you thinking of doing this next thing? Even if you don't get like the top 10, are you looking into any workshops? Are there any things that you want to learn about or work on or adapt or change? I mean, I often take workshops over and over again from different teachers because I'm getting kind of stale. I've taught a long time stale, so I want to kind of push up a little bit and, learn some more. So yeah, that's coming up. Let's see what's next. There's a workshop calendar page that you can click on, including a time management one. Okay, so we have the Summer Fun giveaway. Ooh, giveaways. Are you a winner? It says we're hosting 2 rounds of giveaways on the Hutong and the official Facebook group. And the winners of the first week are Elizabeth CB and UCM and MC. Congratulations! They got $25 Amazon gift card. So it says make sure you check the Hutong and official Facebook group to see how you can enter this week's giveaway. So go ahead and go to the Vipkid Education Facebook group as well as the Hutong to do the simple like and comment and spin the wheel. I don't know. There's some ways you do that. Okay, now we have a spotlight on another educator. This time they're celebrating Black educators this month, and this one's featuring William B.A.L. So he's on a 6th contract with Vipkid, and so he's got his hoodie on in the picture. So if you want to learn all about him, it looks like he's a basketball coach and some fun things in there too. Yeah, you can go look at the weekly newsletter tweet all about William. Okay, almost done with VIP Kid. Virtual meetups. Hey, we can still do meetups. Cool. So you can go to the community events page and you can either host a meetup or join a meetup. It's not too late. Have fun. Do you guys have any meetups on the books that you're working on? Because I want to attend your guys's too if I can. If it works in my schedule, I love to attend other people's meetups. Okay, the trending topics were the response regarding new regulations in China and the clarifications regarding the VIP Kid network test. So we talked about that already. So that's it for VIP Kid. Let's head over to GoGoKid, which is going to have some similar things. And so let's go through. Thanks, guys, who are watching the replay. I know this is early and it could be kind of long. There's a lot of things to talk about today. But if you are here, say hi. And tell me your thoughts on some things. If you're on the replay, go and type some comments below what you think about what GoGoKid said or VIP Kid said. Wow, my brain. Now let's go to GoGoKid. It's a little bit shorter for GoGoKid. GoGoKid. $100 per referral in August to check out the details. So normally the referral incentive is $105. They're adding an extra $45 for the month of August. And they said they want to continue doing different incentives like this every month. So they might change it up a little bit, but they are still hiring teachers for GoGoKid. So that's cool. Now, GoGo updates to the new regulations. The GoGoKid says about those Chinese regulations. Dear teachers, we want to let you know that we are aware of the new regulations that were recently issued. We are still reviewing the regulations to get a full understanding of any potential effects they may have on GoGoKid, and we will make adjustments accordingly if needed. We will keep you updated. We do want to assure you that your interests and well-beings have always been our priority. We encourage you to continue your good work here as we continue to explore the details of the new regulations. Due to the uncertainty and constantly evolving nature of the situation, we suggest refraining from discussing your opinion of the regulations with parents. Although we understand that you're well-intentioned, due to the language barrier, discussions may cause confusion or misunderstandings. We appreciate your continued partnership and trust during these times. We'll continue to update you as we know more. Sincerely, GoGoKid team. Okay, so they're looking into it as well. Now, they went the step before and said, please don't talk to about parents. GoGoKid or VIP Kid did not say that, but I think it's also implied. We don't want to start a fire that may not need to be started. I mean, if these online tutoring companies can still exist, why should we raise the hype up and make parents drop out? Because they're scared. Because they feel like they're going to lose it anyway, so why not just stop now? Well, that's going to hurt us teachers who want to keep continuing, and we may not get those students back. So we don't want to scare the students and the teachers away, or students and parents away. So the thing, just let it talk amongst yourself a little bit, but also don't do that yet, okay? Both VIP Kid and GoGoKid know about it. I'm sure the other companies know about it. They're going to be trying to work on what they can do about it, and we don't know. Okay, going back to before the video, we don't know what's going to happen with the whole tutoring businesses in China, regulations and stopping things, and I don't know. So, you know, but don't spread rumors if you don't know for sure, because we don't know for sure. Even these companies don't know for sure how they're going to be affected. So how do we teachers know for sure? So don't start rumors. Okay, let's go back to happy moments. Happy things. Gotta hydrate. Okay, updates on service fee rating adjustment policy. That pretty much means a raise, okay? In GoGoKid terms, the service fee rating adjustment policy means a yearly raise. Just like VIP Kid used to do, you have to reach these certain checkpoints of teaching like 600 classes in peak times, 1,200 classes altogether, only 2 teacher no-shows, less than 6% of cancellations. I mean, it's the exact copy of what VIP Kid used to do. And then once a year on your 3rd contract and then 5th, et cetera, you can apply for that. So once you reach those contracts and you reach those qualifications. You sign your contract, and then you fill out a form for the service fee rating adjustment. And then they will look it over and say, yes, you get the 50% per class raise for the coming year. So just sign that up. So if you can reach those minimums, you can qualify. And there's a link you want to go to get all that chart out there. Okay, number 4. The last chance to join classroom feature activity and win 50 unique coins. Hello, teachers! This is the last chance for you to join our latest classroom feature activity where you can earn unique coins and more 5-star ratings. The DDL for completing the course is July 28th at 2200 p.m. Beijing time. That's like tomorrow night for them. Tomorrow morning's classes are the last time you can do these features. Okay, so you get like one more block of classes. So make sure you meet the DDL and get 50 unique coins. I don't know what the DDL is. Does anybody know what DDL is? I was trying to look and I couldn't figure it out what they're talking about there. But I know they're talking about using side-by-side on stage and then built-in stars to improve the classroom performance. Okay, we all use the built-in stars anyway for both companies on stages where you can drag the pictures, the videos onto stage in little circles, and you can put like your circle on one character and your circle another character, and you can have dialogues. So they know, okay, I'm speaking here, you're speaking here, we switch, and then you can know where you're speaking, you become those characters. And it really helps them. Side by side, I haven't used this yet, but instead of being top and bottom, you bring the pictures side by side. You can do a little snap picture of it. There's a course you can look out to watch these adorable clips and get those unique coins. Okay, they've got workshops coming up too. They've got a bunch of cool workshops in there and workshop in August. So if you want to do workshops, you can do VIPKid or GoGoKid workshops as long as you have an active contract, which means you're not like fired or, as long as you're a teacher there. Even if you don't teach very much, if you keep signing a contract, you can still book for those things. Okay, I know we're going long. Let's go to Outschool for a little bit. So Outschool, let's go see my email. And there's a couple different emails that came in this week. So let's go to the policy news. Actually, let's go to the Marketplace Insights. This was created Sunday, July 25th, so a couple days ago. And it says, connect with learners in Asia. Outschool has seen a recent growth in enrollments from learners based in East Asia. Oh, cool. We've also noticed these insights associated with the group. So the most popular age range is 5 to 10-year-olds. So if you teach a class for 5 to 10-year-olds, awesome, you might get some more enrollments. The most popular class time, 1 to 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 3 to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So kind of think through when kids in China would be awake. Okay, so their evening would be our morning, so really early morning, 1 to 7 a.m. And then their morning times would be our evening, so 3 to 7. So if you have a late afternoon class, you might get some Chinese kids who are there the next day. Kind of like teaching those evening classes for a VIPKid. So yeah, that'd be a cool thing to do. And then the topics with high searches. So if you teach conversational English, book clubs, science experiments, drawing, and escape rooms, those are the ones that they're looking into the most. Now, I probably wouldn't say ESL in your title. I would maybe put conversational English. So they're not like learning like they would learn in VIPKid or GoGoKid, but they're more how to converse in conversation, maybe social clubs in English. I don't know. Go out there and explore. So there are some tips to connect with international learners. You can design successful English language learning classes, a link for that. And then there's the best practices for teaching conversational English. So there's some links in that email. Again, that email came Sunday, July 25th, called of classes that didn't have that many classes offered when they typed it in are chess, singing, karate, escapes rooms, guitar, gymnastics, sewing, travel, photography, and hip hop. So this week, those are what's being searched, and they're not coming up with that many choices. So they want, give more supply. Looking for inspiration, you can click on the parent topic requests and get some ideas of what some parents are looking for. Okay, so that was that one. Now we got the Outschool policy news. This was from Monday, July 19. And I know Teacher Casey did a little bit about the new guidelines for using the Outschool logo. Use the official logo with out next to it. Okay, and you don't want it to be hidden amongst your background or your face. They'll be nice and bold. Maybe at the bottom or the top is some like white empty space on your pictures. They want it to be obvious. They actually give you some logos that you can use to make it official, but you do need to look at their links and their tips to avoid violating the current brand use policy. So, with that. It's so just being inclusive and helping learners feel comfortable expressing themselves. You can learn more about that, but they do want classes to be safe and welcome space for learners of diverse identities and backgrounds of all different ways and shapes and forms and all that stuff. So we want to be considerate of that. Kelly, thanks for joining in. Yeah, you can go back and you can watch them from the beginning later. We're on Outschool now. We talked a little bit about the Chinese regulations, a little bit, and some other things. So see, I can't remember what email you started talking about Outschool last week. So I'm just going to go back just a few more days. It's hard to keep track of the Outschool news. I have to star them in my email so I remember to go back to it. But there was an email from July 13th, and I'm sorry if this is a repeat from Kelly's. Times and nobody showed up. You're like, where is everybody? And you get out, you're like, oh no, I clicked on tomorrow's meeting. Oh no, this is a totally wrong class. I was just happened to be in here looking around anyway, and I clicked the meeting. So now they have a pop-up. Is this the right class? This section's next meeting is not scheduled yet. It's scheduled for this certain time. Are you sure you want to start the meeting? And I also noticed this when I tried to get into a class like 6 hours early to test some things out. They said, it's 6 hours too early. You sure you want to enter this now? I'm like, yes, I do, real quick, but thank you for the warning, because I want to be aware and no. So I like that pop up. It'll say. And then the safety reminder for all educators. You may have noticed this message regarding safety protocols on your classrooms. All the classrooms underneath the Starlight meeting has 4 safety reminders. 1, verify your learners are kids with a video check-in. Now, they don't have to stay on screen the whole time, but they do have to turn the camera on and say hi. You have to see that it is a kid. 2, don't encourage learners to share personal identifying information like emails or social handles. No way for them to track each other and find each other. Now, maybe if you ask, are huge, and the chances that you could find somebody who lives in Texas or even Rhode Island is, very hard to find somebody there. But I wouldn't ask for anything: emails, phone numbers, addresses. And if they start trying to tell you that, either mute them or say, no, we don't give that out. And 3, don't share Zoom links, even if parents ask. They need to go in through the Outschool website and click on Start Live Meeting. That way they're tracked as attending. So don't copy and paste to parents the Zoom link. Okay. And number 4, when in doubt, reach out. There's a click you can reach out. Okay. So other recent updates you may have missed. You can share your teaching location. So you can choose your country that you're in. Oh, I'm sorry, Kelly, I'm breaking up. I've been having internet problems today. They're doing some major construction like next door to me. And I've noticed since I came back from vacation that I haven't been strong. So this is frustrating. I'm troubleshooting today. So I'm just going to finish. You can share country you hire from. You can share what country you're in if you want to. You can also auto schedule your classes, and then there's the new support workflows. So that's about it for the school. Now I know it comes in and out, and I really think it's construction. They're putting up new apartment buildings next to us, and so for months now they've been digging out the foundation, and they're still working on the foundation. So it's going to be a long haul until they finish this construction. So I may have to figure out what to do with my internet, but I'm going to do some problem shooting. Okay, so that's it for Vipkid, GoGoKid, and Outschool for this week. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll do my best. Tell me comments below what you found interesting, or if there's anything new that you want to talk about too. I'm here. I'm ready to listen. I'll comment back from what I know. I mean, I have limited knowledge on some of these things, but I will do my best, or I'll send you where I can go. I will also put in the description box afterwards the link to the guidelines, the new regulations for China, in case you want to read by yourself. It is in Chinese, so you'll need to click the little button on Google Translate or whatever to translate to English, and it might be a little choppy because it's, an automated translation, but you can get the gist of it. But just know that all these Chinese-based companies are working on it and they figure it out. But in the meantime, you might get some Chinese kids into Outschool as they're looking for ways to fill that gap. So now's a good time to join Outschool or to have classes that kind of cater towards English, social stuff, book clubs, science experiments, those kinds of things. So you guys have a fun day. I'm going to go because I know my baby's going to wake up pretty soon and I don't want her to cry too long. So far, so good. She's still asleep. But I will see you guys later. Bye, everyone.